Aw, breakfast for dinner. Albatross. It's a song that I know. I don't know who sings it. Want to eat pancakes for dinner? Politics are depressing. Politics are depressing. Although I saw a headline today. I did read the article too. Didn't have any details. I read 1440, if any of you guys are familiar with that, which is trying to be unbiased news sources. Let's see, do we reach over to the table so I can read chat? Yay, we do. Try not to fall off the table. Poached best, but these are scrambled. I used to do sunny side up all the time. Poached still looks scary to me. And actually, I did sunny side up for a little while, and then I realized over easy was amazing, and then I did over easy, and then I actually like over medium, and then get mad at any time I'd ever order over medium in the restaurants, and they would come out over hard because over medium is hard to get. So intact, kinda runny yolk, kinda guy. It's that would be over medium, right? Intact, kinda runny, where it's got like half runniness, half like golden, delicious mushiness, but not actually fully cooked yolk. Yeah, that's what that was. All right, we need white paint. White paint. Oh, you know what? I just took all the paint inside, didn't I? Crap. Crap on a cracker. Yeah, no slimy whites. Yeah, that's why I stopped getting sunny side, is because slimy whites. Spongy, bad texture for the mouth. All right. Let's see, one, two, like half of these are acrylics and need paint in them. All right, we're gonna run inside for just a moment. So Albatross, I was talking about you after you lurked and saying that I was wondering if you would want to do, and probably you'll already know the answer, I don't know why I'm asking it this way. Do you know the weather vane, the Gravity Falls weather vane? I think that would look very cool burned onto something. So yes, the what weather vane exactly? Where's the glues? So if you have an interest in doing that, you should talk. Um, Why was your intro? Why limit yourself to 10? Why not 30? Just a time thing? I'm guessing. What am I looking for? I'm looking for cardboard. Air assist. This is, yeah, piece of cardboard. Give us some exotic wood samples that will make nice pen things. What type of exotic wood samples do you have? And why do you have samples? I demand more information. All right, this cardboard will work. You might know a guy. Although, heck, maybe it's been that long since I've even been on the lathe and you don't even know that I turn. Wouldn't that be ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. And yeah, I really do think. Your step-grandpa was a turner. When he passed, you got a hold of his stuff, including some sample blocks of wood. Oh, well, you could still use them. I mean, do you think that they would not burn well, or did you try to burn them and it did not work out as planned? Are they not the right size for burning? Or are we focused? We're focused well enough. Best Will Wood song. I don't know who that is. I know you weren't asking me, but fine. I'll just sit here and paint my holes. What's inside your blank hole? I really wanna know. Two inches thick by 8 by 6? That's a lot. That's not a sample. That's like a turning blank. That's like 2 turning blanks. They were countertop examples, so they have different edge routings. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the funny thing with pen making is like you don't need a lot of it. So like a piece like that, right? Like these are, 5 inches long by 3/4. You can get away with 5/8 depending on the pen blank or depending on the pen. But 3/4 is pretty safe, universal. Um, yeah, out of an 8x6x2. Let's see. We're talking. We'll say you just cut the 2 in half. So like 16 pen blanks. A little more if you're, really careful with your cuts. Well, depending on what you're looking for, albatross, if they hold any sentimental value, be happy to work with you. This is me trying to, not be pushy, but still offer if you did want. I know that it's funny, the question came up on Moko's stream the other day on like the piece you're proudest of. The only piece I could think of was one that I actually had emotional attachment to. I don't talk about very much. It's a complicated emotional subject. I think I need a new, I think I need a Q-tip thing. But I only have 1 blank left to paint. We tough it out. We just rip this off. Hiya! Oh no. Mistakes were made. Alright, whatever. The crochet hook is very good and you're proud of me for making it. That was not what I was thinking of, but thank you. I did not make this item on stream. And I don't think I've ever even shown it. So. Is there something that that could be turned out of them that you think that would go hand in hand with your hobby? Like, is there a tool or a tool handle that you could incorporate a piece of that into? Yeah, I don't know. I don't talk. I don't talk about it. How do I? How do I? So I don't talk about it not necessarily because I couldn't or don't want to, but just that it tends to make other people uncomfortable. But since we're here, last year my mom passed, and the piece that I thought of was I made her urn. And so I don't know, talking about death and especially death of parents tends to make people uncomfortable. So you can couple that with the complicated relationship that I had with my mother, and it's a real shit show. So I don't do emotion well. I don't express emotion well. So often comes off as cold and robotic. So I guess the simplest way is like that piece was made with both anger and love. Complicated relationships with Bio Mother Squad. Oh man. Yeah, I understand I'm not alone. I just definitely did not have typical feelings that one, I guess, would expect to have upon hearing said news. Which then makes you question, like, everything about yourself. You have a backstory. And you're welcome to talk about it if that's what you would like. Obviously, no pressure. Um, yeah, glue. That's what I need. I need glue. So I just tend to avoid certain conversations, and that is typically one of them that I avoid. Oh no, we don't have roughed blanks. We do not. Oof. Okay. Guess we have to rough. Hard to, yeah, I understand hard to summarize. And I'm not trying to win any contests or anything, so. Or get sympathy or anything like that. That's why it's like such a hard, I think, hard subject, is because it's hard to discuss it with people without them being like, oh, I'm so sorry. And you're like, I don't think you get it. In fact, I know you don't get it. So. Eel Valley Ricos. True. I mean, not everyone. I think you two, maybe. You know, a handful of others. But most people. I'll be honest, like most people that or I should say, I've told and tried to discuss with very few people, like the truth of the matter. Out of everybody that I told in person, one person understood, having a similar experience, and everybody else kind of like uncomfortably stopped talking about it. So, Mechaform, thank you for that, Lurk. Jack has never tried to understand. 9 siblings and made to be the scapegoat. Yeah, that's different. And then you suddenly had to become the target for abuse, so they weren't hurt as much. And like my response to so like part of me wants to say sorry as like a natural human emotion, And then the other part of me knows that that's probably not what you want to hear, or like need to hear, or care to hear, and probably don't want to hear it. And therefore, I don't want to say it because I want to like respond in the way that actually helps people and doesn't like placate them. Yeah. As we can see, this is why I probably don't bring this. No, it's not probably. It's why I don't bring it up, because I don't even understand what to do. Your brain got broken, but your siblings have better lives. Yeah, I mean, for us, for me, it wasn't as much physical abuse as like emotional, and just like a series of, sorry, I say a series. I guess I mean a lifetime of holy cow, that's effed up. I've got the neglect. Oh, not the abuse. Yeah, I will say the like true physical abuse was infrequent, and I was a pretty big kid, so it didn't last like past 10. Yeah, well, I know that other people have had it worse, and so I don't even like to think of, like that part doesn't even seem to bother me much, knowing that it could have been worse, which is I'm sure a shitty thing to think, but it's what I think. So, like that's not even the part that bothers me. And now you all know too much. Oh no. No, we're not gonna leave Albatross. Oh, you have an older brother and he chose to help her. I'm going to assume you mean like help, not help do the bad acts, but help her, like forgive her and help her. Yeah, I went through that. And then you get the question of the internal question, I should say, of how often, how many times do you forgive and how many chances do you give? And that's understandable. You don't, no one's forcing you to, display yourself. Dan and Water, welcome in. Don't know a single person who left childhood unscathed. That doesn't mean we're unable to get help to heal. Yeah, I mean, I know I can relate to the weight problems for sure. Um, I can relate to food being a coping mechanism for stress for sure. That's been an entire life thing for me. So I guess it does look like, to me it does feel like me most of the time. No, I mean, like, I'd say a lot of my biggest problems are true emotional connections. And that is true, Mecca. That is definitely true. But in this case, it's like, it's not, without trying to lay blame on someone, it's not necessarily, like, that's not really our failure, right? So I don't necessarily want to accept that. Like, I don't want to just be like, yep, well, I am who I am because of that, so thanks, Mom. Like, no, that's not right. I mean, would my life be different? Sure. Like, do I enjoy my life now? Yeah. Does it mean that I should have gone through that? No, I don't think so. So, we're all experiencing in the chat tonight. So, like, yes, I do agree that I am the sum of my choices, but some things weren't my choices. I am also the sum of my experiences, and some of those experiences I don't think people would actively choose to have. All right, am I setting this up right? I think so. Sandpaper necessary. Sandpaper. Shark bait. Ooh ha ha. So, we have one bin. You do not want moist eyes and no voice. You find if you shout for tools and make crab hands, they show up in your palm sometimes. So you're a Jedi, Jack? Let me see, hang on. What do I need? I need container! Not a Jedi. Should have seen that one coming. Grabby gremlin hands. They frequently get you food. Just keep trying, eventually it'll happen. Alright. I feel like I'm getting punked here, so we're just gonna move on. Alright. My lathe just decided to not turn on. What the heck just hit? Okay. We're gonna assume it got unplugged. Where's it plugged in? Is this the lathe? Ha! That's correct. Survive out of spite? Yeah, that's fair. It's probably an accurate statement. I mean, again, most of my upbringing, to me, was a lesson in what not to do. Oh, this isn't locked down, that's why. Like, why isn't this working? Let's see. The self-definition you stated to reconcile all of your actions and inactions up until now. At Jack Frost, it's shenanigans. Uh, yeah, I mean, at this stage in my life, the things that I do are not to spite anyone. Things that I do now are because I feel that's what should be done. Right, now we can turn it down now that we've got. I shouldn't be turning off. That's the whole point of this exercise. On. Learning that you've had autism this whole time. Yeah, I mean, definitely understanding your own body and your own brain. Certainly going to help things, I think. I would hope. I've been wondering, like I've been wondering if I have ADD or not. My son has it. I exhibit like some of the tendencies, but I don't know. I feel like have I just worked through them, or do I not have it? Who knows? Just keep grinding, and eventually the dawn will come. Also, you must swim. Weirdly opposite, but also similar. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where if I learned that I do, what does that change? I don't know. Like, I'm not going to start taking medication. So, does that mean that I don't have it? Or am I functioning? Is it really just the emotional damage? Who knows? Kind of the same reason, you're thinking about the way that I think about, well, what would change? So, since we're on the effed up family backstory, we'll throw in there, I don't know my father. And there's theories over who he supposedly is. And people say, or I've been told, that I should, like, try and contact him. Let him know he might have a son. Do the whole DNA test thing. And it's like, I'm almost 40. What's gonna change? Like, I already struggle to make connections with people. And then we're gonna throw some awkward situation like that in. Hey, Dad, you have a 40-year-old son. Oh, did you say that you made a new family? Sorry, we're just gonna uproot that one. Completely have that effed up situation. I understand that argument, Dannon. I can buy into part of it, but that comes at a huge, like, emotional cost. You know, not just for me, but also that stranger. I don't know. I like the family that I've made. Not just like my immediate family, but their extended family, my friends over the years. That support system has always been far better than blood relatives for me. Not running away, just returning for lurk. That is a plug for the DNA test, not reconnecting. You can turn off find a family. Oh, are you suggesting that I do one of those like 23andMe things? And is that what we're talking about? Like that, I guess I have no issues with doing that, right? If that's just like, we're gonna take a look at your blood and understand, you know, your historical lineage. Like, fine. Invite is a big one without family stuff. Let me write that down. Because again, I have no problems doing that. Like, that seems responsible and logical. Let's see. ENA background. I'll take a look at that. Brain is so soupy. The stuff in their family heirloom. You can't just get rid of it. No, unfortunately, we can't. But, like, if it's any help or consolation, as I said, I like to use my upbringing as a perfect example of what not to do. I've been told I should try to talk to a therapist. I don't know. How can it only help? It seems like excessively optimistic. I feel like there's some harm that it could do, right? Not everything can just work out. There's some advice I like. If you're over 18, you can rent dry ice. And you can use them. Jack coming in with the helpfulness. Thank you, Jack. Didn't expect tonight to take this turn. Holy cow. We're set up for this. Should we? No, I'm not going to do all of these. Maybe we'll do... Nah, screw this. We'll move on. I was like, we'll do all of them. Then I'm like, no, wait a minute. We have way more than it ever looked like. Boyd, welcome in, man. We're getting deep in here tonight, Boyd. So it may not be your vibe, I'm not sure, but we are just turning. Maybe I should sand these. We're just getting some pen blanks ready, and hopefully we'll get some turned tonight. Yeah, there were a couple that didn't look as scuffed, but we're being parasocial. You're not. Jack's not a safe friend to have. You have a drink, so we're all good. Yeah. I mean, we went a little bit down into complicated childhoods, and now we're talking about benefits of therapy or not. So, it's the kind of stuff that people struggle to talk about, including myself. Yes, we did go into Shan's childhood as fucked up territory. Not too heavy on details or anything, just yeah. I don't know. I don't like to burden people with that stuff. I think it's helpful to know that others also have bad experiences. But if everybody's got like bad experiences, like, or mine, like I don't need to share mine with everybody else. We'll just imagine what we want to imagine. And like assume the worst, hope for the best. Look at these little brass, dust. What do we do with that? Tell you what we do with that. Dust collector. Yeah, Boyd, I think that's true, right? Nope, we're not doing it. Not doing it, deep sea. Let's see. We're gonna start gluing. Gluing. Let's see. Take this over here. We painted the tubes earlier, so they should totally be dry now, right? I shouldn't have to grab a heat gun or anything. These things should totally be dry. Some have paper cuts, others gaping wounds. That's a good way to say it. Hey, OBS. There we go. That's a really good way to say it. Observe the dad Crocs. That is true, but I'm not wearing plaid shorts today. But these are new Crocs, and we can all blame 29 Fireflies for me being convinced that shop Crocs are a good thing, because I was trying to not wear open-toed sandals anymore in the shop, and so I got the work Crocs to not have wood chips and other things fall into my sandals while still not wanting to put on shoes. POW, welcome in. You didn't cause it, but it's my job to not bleed on everyone. I mean, open-toed shoes are allowed in the shop if you wear them. You shouldn't wear them, but I do anyway. All right, I need to find... There it is. Like, I need to find super glue. Super glue. Do. And then, oh yeah, that's right. I have the little plugs. Man, it's been so long since I've made pens. '29, exactly. '29 did advocate for Crocs, and she convinced me that they have benefit. That, like, Crocs are okay. Let's see, we can fit the yellow ones, actually. Not quite as easily, but we can fit them. That Crocs can be okay as long as you don't wear them outside the house. And that's my story. And then Saki confirmed. I obviously didn't take notes from Jack. Crocs are perfect foreign footwear. That's right, Croc cult. So I was brainwashed. That Crocs are okay. And I decided to give them a shot. So that's fine, Deep Sea. I can't stop you. I will judge you if I see you in person wearing Crocs in public. Guaranteed. We'll just agree to disagree. Let's see, what do we got? 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You broke your Crocs and you sewed them all together? I mean, like these, so like normal Crocs that have the little holes wouldn't have done anything for wood chips or sawdust or anything like that. But these, I got the work Crocs. These are supposed to be like, have real grip on the bottom and they're closed-toed and yeah, I don't know. The work is in the title. It makes it all okay. You'd have a bit more going on in the brain if I saw other than Crocs and Nope. Nuh-uh. Not at all. I disagree. Crocs would be top of my mind. Be like, that's Crocs in public. Mm-mm. I'm that superficial. Why haven't I sliced these? That's what I'm supposed to have done. So it's a number and slice. What the heck am I doing? Getting back into the swing of pen making. That's what I'm doing. 1, 1, 2, 2. Like I said, their blue doesn't need a 3, 3, 4, 4. Hey, Jack. No, sorry. Julius, what about socks and Crocs? Again, on your own property, not in public. Run wild. That's where I'm at. I'm actually considering wearing socks because honestly, like these things without holes in them, being just like that foam rubber stuff, your feet get sweaty. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, if I gotta judge you, judge you. I know. I mean, at least it's just for Crocs, right? Is that like we're talking about superficial foam shoes here? Yeah, Crocs and socks are better than socks and sandals for sure. Very eldritch? Nah, see, none of that would bother me. You have terrible news with your day-to-day fashion. uh, you wear socks with the Crocs if you're doing welding. Yeah, you gotta keep the sparks off, right? Rather burn the sock than your leg. All right, so then no, stay on there. Dull knife. Jorts are currently on. Knee-length Bermuda jort cutoffs. Again. So? Are you trying to phase me? I wonder if there's like if there's an acceptable Croc ensemble where you can wear them like non-ironically and actually have them be stylish? Or do Crocs always just say, I gave 0 fucks? Come at me, bro. You're thriving. I'm just trying to think, like, is there... Should have this on the other hand. The bedroom? Crocs are an appropriate fashion statement in the bedroom. Like, ooh, hey, baby, look at those Crocs. I can't even. We've come so far. Come from damaged emotional childhoods to this. I didn't need that visual. So they know how much effort I'm willing to put for. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. That's that's stand-up gold right there. I expect to hear that in somebody's like stand-up set. Sports made Crocs so they know you're serious. Oh man. That's like waiting to be put in a movie or something. I don't know, but just the concept, like, yep, I'm naked in Crocs. Just so you know, this is as much effort as I'm willing to put into this scenario. Uh, no more trauma sharing. It's time to cause trauma. Yeah, exactly. It's a logical progression. The next Deadpool. That's right, Deadpool did wear Crocs. I forgot about that. Squeaky rubber masturbating shoes. I wish I could have gotten my work Crocs in a different color other than black. But in that picture that I took after I put it on Discord, I was like, damn, my feet look feminine. What's wrong? Uh, too late now. Whatever. You can all see that I have zero shame. Maybe Krylon paint will stick to the Crocs. I actually looked into the ability to customize the Crocs, because if I could, like, airbrush them or something, I would have. Uh, and I think you can, like, you can paint them, but you have to expect that the paint will crack. So, oh, really? Yeah, it's paint in there is tough. Let's see, what do we need? We need to like remit a little. So where's that drill bit? 7mm drill bit. Crocodile. Crocodile. I'm with you. I got the joke. You have red ones that are two sizes too big. I did find it interesting that they don't have half sizes in Crocs. I feel like I'm scraping. Man, this is tight enough that I'm scraping all the paint out of this one. Like, hands down. Or at least off the wood. I think it's still on. Did it make the wood swell or something? It's gonna be a tough push in. Ah. Jeez. Silly painted tubes. They're not laserable. Yeah. I will be doing more lasering tomorrow. We moved the laser, and I need to build the enclosure. This isn't like taking off all the paint. I feel like I tried to get good at drilling straight, and when you drill accurately, you don't have extra room for stuff like paint. I do not have a glow forge. I bought an X-Tool D1. It is a 10-watt diode laser. I believe it's the same output as the glow forge, as a 10-watt output, but diode instead of CO2. I was playing with it earlier this week on stream on Sunday, Monday. We built it Saturday night, and we built it Saturday night on stream, and then I played with it on Sunday and Monday. Face down on the... It can cut. Yeah, let me show you. Nope, it is able to cut. I have some samples of things that I've cut. Sample time, sample time. Do, sample time. All right. So we have, let's see, where are we? Oh, that's what you're saying. I moved the, wow, you guys have been like watching nothing. Holy cow, I'm so sorry. You're like trying to tell me somebody could have been a little clearer on that one, that the camera was like on my feet the entire time I've been gluing these tubes in. You guys, holy cow. All right, so this is 5.5 millimeters, supposed to be 6 millimeter. Just like balsa plywood, I don't know, maybe birch. But you can see here we did have successful cuts through. A fair amount of, a little bit of scorching on the back, like this one was the best. I found out after I was doing all this that I didn't have the laser entirely in focus, so I think we're gonna be able to do this cut even better. So this is 1/4 inch thick wood. Hey, Dig Batty, welcome in. You were greatly offended, but not enough to talk. And then this is 3 millimeter walnut. So this is pure walnut, not walnut plywood. And you can see we have really good cuts here, right? Very little, like no scorching on the back. So I ended up taking this right here, which is the fastest, lowest power that I could to get that cut out of there. And then we ended up making this as our first actual thing that we cut out on the laser, which is a 1x1x1 box, which is kind of like a proof of concept for making a pen box. So I have to edit the file to have it sit on top, and then we can do custom engravings on top to be able to do pens. Yeah, I mean, so this was three passes, you know, to do this. This box here took 10.5 minutes to do the cut, and it was 3 passes. I might be able to find I do have a 2-pass, right, 100% power cut right here. So maybe I do 100% or like 90% cuts with 2 passes slower. I'll have to play around which I like with which one I like more. So not yet, Boyd. So that's why I need to build the enclosure. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I have the fan, like I have all this stuff to do it. At the moment, I was just doing it with open air and fans, taking the smoke away. Yeah, so I do have air assist, right? So this is cut with air assist, which helps, you know, so I'm told. And then I realized or learned that I'm supposed to not run air assist when you're doing the engraving, that you air assist for cuts and no air assist for engraving, which is probably why I have like all this smokiness here. Yeah, so have air assist, I have the honeycomb bed, like the whole shebang, right? Have it all. If not, you'll simply perish. Get your shitty music sharing cone hat on. Oh, there we go. I missed that. Oh, and I missed the opportunity. You asked if it could cut, and I should have done that creepy. Your laser will cut. A little air assist can keep smoke off your lens. It's not the pump that I have is not like variable. It's either just on or off. Laser hot tub stream, you know it, Jack. You know it. All right, I think I did all these then. Letty would 100% do it. He is not still streaming. I'm sure Boyd knows more of exactly what he's doing. I just generically know that he's back in school. Install a ball valve to restrict flow. Oh yeah, that's true. I could just put, or even not a ball valve, like, I'm sure I could probably put one of those little like IV drip like restrictor things on the tube going in. I did get, so I'm gonna test out a bunch of stuff, of course, right? Like if anybody's watched me or listened to me or anything, like we know that I'm not gonna just like try one thing and be like, yep, that's the way you do it. Like I'm gonna start doing everything. Um, but I got this this paper mask that I can put over stuff too. It's like saw some other lasering channel that did it for other lasers, and I was like, so you don't have to do the sanding, and it like gives cleaner engravings or cleaner cuts. I don't know, seems worth it. So I need a glove so I can glue the rest of those in. And then we can flush trim, and then turn. I'll do a long, I mean, it's already 10 o'clock, but I'm still feeling pretty good. Use wide masking tape, but it's kind of expensive. I can get, I mean, I haven't tried it yet, so I shouldn't be endorsing it, but I can definitely give you the link on Amazon of what it was called. I mean, you could search it too. It was literally called paper mask instead of like masking tape. It was paper mask, and it's like a medium tack paper mask. I got a 12-inch wide 100-yard roll for $40. And I know that you can buy it from like sign making shops if you happen to like frequent or already order from those. Ugh, this is not gonna. Feel like we're gonna slide it in and that's gonna be it. Tape Man Blue. Same size I said for 20 bucks? I could always return what I bought. I feel like, huh. Was that on Amazon or is that a website? I feel like I've seen that name before. Oh, go in. Shit. Did we really kick that early? You know what? F. So yeah, you can link Dannon. It's not a vinyl though, Boyd. At least not the stuff that I was talking about. No, you're not killing yourself. I don't have links banned or anything like that. Oh no, see, this is 100 feet. I actually got 100 yards. Okay, so I didn't get like totally ripped. Oh, I just like lost chat. Let's go look at the computer. Yeah, there's another. Let me look it up. I'll just grab it now. Since we're talking about it. I mean, and again, I haven't used it, so not like a full endorsement here. Just giving the info. Oh, it's also Tape Man Blue. So it's just their 300-foot roll is $39.95. There you go. So double the price, triple the volume. Yeah, all my links are Smile because I do Amazon Smile. So put in whatever you want. I don't know, like if I provide a Smile link and you bring up Smile, does it go to your charity or mine? I'm not even sure. But everybody should use Amazon Smile or somebody else's affiliate link if they're trying to support them. Smile, if anyone's not aware of what Amazon Smile is, it's effectively an affiliate link for like nonprofit organizations, and we've always done it for our kids' schools. So, I mean, check a YouTube video or something, Boyd, if you want to see what it does. I know I could link the one that I found it from, and they were like a professional sign making shop. They have like a cold, what is it, a cold roll laminator as well to be able to apply it. So they just like throw the rolls on there and they run their sheets front and back through it before actually doing any cutting. You know, it adds a little bit to the cost, but they think that the outcome is worth it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're still doing as far as your CNCing and lasering there, Boyd. So oh, alright, well. You gotta be effing me again. Jeez. Nope, we gotta go in the other way. Alright, well, there's 2 tubes that need to be fixed. Friggin' kidding me. Wait, did we somehow just glue that one in because of the glue on my... Oh, no! Chat, we're not having fun right now. Now I'm being annoyed. Didn't glue it in. What the frick? Ugh, this is why I did the remount with the freaking drill bit. Never had issues with bubbles in that tape. I got a brayer to go with it to do the application by hand. And Boyd, was that not enough lasering and CNCing? Is that a lack of just not having the work, or like not having the time for it anymore? Alright, well, let's see if we can get this to actually go in and... Right, yeah, if we don't focus on it, right, it's not gonna... Stuff doesn't sell itself. So do you or have you done like just like personalized stuff around the holidays or personalized stuff period? It seemed like in the research that I was doing that that's where the majority of like the work is going to come from if you're trying to do it on a regular basis. And you know, I'm not trying to get into like doing CNCing or lasering. Well, I'm not doing CNCing for sure because I don't have one. I have like the little one, but I don't have like a big one. But yeah, definitely when it came to the lasering, it was like, I'm gonna make ornaments. Ah, like, or coasters or something. I think I'm willing to do some of that to kind of like pay for the laser, for sure. But I'm definitely trying to find things that I will like to make, in addition to doing like the kind of cop out stuff. I don't know. I'm not trying to talk overly negatively about it, but kind of is. It's like, there's no real passion in that, but I'll do it because it makes the monies. Dig Batty. Yep, you can laser on round things too. It helps to have set designs, fonts and styles to help to keep customization down. Yeah. Yep, I do have. Dun 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 dun. Rotary attachment. It's actually not only just the rollers, but it's got like a chuck and a tailstock too, so you can do like glasses, pens, rings. It's got like a sphere attachment or something too. Haven't used it yet, of course. I mean, the low price of $250, you can buy an RA2 separate on your own. So, yeah, I mean, like I got that was part of the selling point, right? So, being able to cut, like I definitely wanted to be able to cut things. I did have a 5 watt. I do have a 5 watt, but I like barely used it. And so the whole, I don't know, I got swept up in like, I should make another machine to do some work. Oh, it's not compatible with Glowforge. Got it. Yeah, I almost, what was it, like a year ago? A year ago, I almost pulled the trigger on a Glowforge. I was like close, but I was really, I was like between that and a CNC, and then I did neither one of them. Found a guy online who resin printed a rotary attachment for the thing. Then the printer kept going all kittywampus on you. Aw. Wait, he printed it, and the. Now I'm confused. I don't know if if you never got the print or after attaching it, like the laser didn't work. Just keep doing that, Jack. It'll work eventually. All right, we're going to. So these that stick out like this, depending on, you know, you could theoretically make the barrels that much shorter, or you can actually glue in just the other side and then barrel trim it down to the right length. So I'm going to cut one of these, like a section off of one of these, and end up using that to correct those things. And then you just use the barrel trimmer to trim them closer. I have some short sections already, so we're actually going to use those. Use one of those instead of the thing that we have there. You know, so you remove less metal when you do this. But you do have to find your trimmer to be able to do that. He printed and sold an attachment, but since the printer was such a cheap POS, it kept failing with and without the attachment. Oh, so you gave up. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I bought the whole kit. I was like, I'm gonna take a run at doing some laser stuff this year and this holiday, and like, both make the money for the machine, but also hopefully make a couple $1,000s more, and then use that to continue to roll into other things. Like part of the impetus was trying to think of like inexpensive things that I could sell, that I could make and sell that were less than like $25 or $20. Um, and so at that point, I'm like, shouldn't I be using a robot to do these things? So you used to turn pens and stuff, then you moved in your shop as in boxes and storage. You live vicariously through me and Boyd Custom Fab. Well, thank you. I'm sorry that your stuff's in storage. You know what? I'll fix these tomorrow since I don't actually know where my thing is. We're just going to move on. We're going to set these two aside. Um, we'll fix them later. We're not going to get through all 10 of these pens tonight anyway, so. Yeah, why not? Just glue to this workbench thing, whatever. Yeah, I'm sure you'll get back to it again. I don't know. If I had to move back into an apartment, whew, I don't know what I would do. If I lost my shop, I don't want to think about that. I already had enough negative thoughts tonight. All right, we need barrel trimmer. Barrel trimmer. Barrel trimmer. Barrel trimmer. I should keep the other thing in here too. I thought the barrel trimmer was in here. And it is not. Well, that puts a damper on things. Ah, here we are. Lost your studio area in 2018. That stinks. You're in an apartment with the shop. There you go. I used to make, and so we lived in an apartment before this house, 5 years ago. And I didn't make the level that I make now, but I did still make a mess of things. I didn't have a table saw, didn't have the giant workshop, of course, but still made with like a circular saw and a drill. Had a Dremel, and I was doing like Nerf mods and stuff at the end of it. So you can do a lot with a circular saw if you're doing flat work, I know that much. And at this point, if I lived in an apartment, I'd probably still do the lathe. Like, I would just set it up with a tarp underneath and be like, yep, we got that. I would definitely have the 3D printer and the laser, vent that out a window. I guess I'd give up the scroll saw, the band saw. No, the band saw you'd have to keep. I could give up the scroll saw, give up the table saw, the planer. Oh man, that would suck. No. I'm just gonna say no. Ooh, pictures. Your old house had a 2-car detached garage and had your shop set up in there. Yeah, I mean, this is a 2-car garage that I basically take over. The cars are theoretically supposed to be able to park in here, and they didn't last winter. In the summer, we don't care if they're outside. In the winter, we wanted to get them in here. Um, there's some stuff over there that was not going to go anywhere for the winter, and so I just kind of went, well, if I'm not going to clear out half of it, I'm just not going to clear out all of it. So I just left everything up. Maybe not the right attitude to have, but it happened. I guess I should do activator on these just to ensure that everything is kicked. All right. There we go. I'm gonna go a little higher here. Clutch. Was your wife's grandfather's house. Is his shop before it was yours. Insulated, propane heated. Oh man. Northeast Wisconsin. Okay. I was just up in Grafton last weekend. We would get to minus 40 and you could get a steady 72 in the shop. That's nice. Although Grafton's probably south of you if you're like true northeast or something. Or like thinking like Green Bay, and I'm like, yeah, north of Milwaukee. You're about an hour north of Grafton? Okay. Like I said, it was probably south of you. I live in Illinois, so everything past Milwaukee, for the most part, kind of doesn't exist. I'm like, Green Bay, that's too far. Exactly, double. It's like, that's just not happening. So, so some of these wood ones are actually interesting. So this is gonna be the first time that I try to turn this, like the grain going the wrong direction. And I'm kind of hopeful that we'll be able to do it with the skew. I think it's gonna have its own set of challenges. So, oof, like that. The challenge in, oh yeah, trying to even flush trim this thing. Yes, I make my own resin wood blanks. So all of this crazy stuff with like the strips of the walnut, that's all me. This is, and this is a little hard to see, but like scroll saw design. So I did like scroll saw cut, turn, scroll saw cut, pour in resin. It's not hard, Albatross. You're afraid to ask what Bears or Packers. I'm afraid to answer because neither. It doesn't bother. Like, I don't watch football. So abstain. Is that an acceptable answer? Safe answer. It's like it's not even trying to be safe. It's just don't watch. Not something I'm gonna argue about. Nice, Albatross. Ask which Shan wants Albatross, then vote the other ones. Do what you want. Did you enjoy your swim? And these walnut ones are actually an angled. I don't know if I can show this easily. Like the grain is on an angle to try and get this like sunset angle across the pen with heartwood and sapwood combination. Your little music sharing dunce hat is on. All right. It's been so long since I've made pen blanks. I know it's not the most interesting thing. We'll at least turn a couple of these wood ones tonight. How long have I been turning for? I have been turning for not quite 2 years. So about a year and a half. Yeah, I've been turning about a year and a half. I didn't get into like non-house renovation woodworking until about 4 years ago, so about a year after buying the house. Right, focused on kind of renovations, and then I was like, well, I have these tools. I've always wanted a shop, so let's build one. It was not like a thing that I grew up with in my family either. This is just my interest. No happy memories of like, went to grandpa's shop when I was a kid, or my uncle's, or anything like that. Shouldn't surprise anybody who was here earlier. We were talking about childhoods. It's kind of messed up. Like, you know, I think of the time that it takes to do the turning itself, the blank preparation, even batching it out. We've been at this 2.5 hours already. And I had already cut them to size, but I still had to drill them. Drill them, glue them. Ugh. I mean, I know what Owen averaged out on his 40 pen stream, but still. Still, like, catches me off guard. Oh, thanks, Dig Batty. Yeah, Mocha's been great. So I made Derek that maul or mallet, whatever you prefer to call it, and he's been hyping me up this week. So Mochas are great, man. They're so good for the community. But yeah, I really appreciate it. That you coming by, hanging out. Yeah, I do collect hobbies, so I kind of took a break from turning for a bit. I was like making a bunch of stuff to start doing markets, and then I don't know, I started doing scroll saw work because I got a new scroll saw. I just try to change it up. It's like whatever I'm in the mood for. I don't know if it's best for the, I guess, like retention of viewers, like followers, whatever on Twitch, but meh, you know, sometimes you gotta do what makes you happy. And if the fact that you guys didn't even tell me you were staring at my feet while I was doing this stuff earlier, it goes to show that, you know, we could bring in Pip farting on a snare drum and you guys might still be here. We were talking about Crocs. Yeah, but I didn't need to like display my Crocs to talk about Crocs. Uh, you will never use any. You will never seen him use any other cup than his Boyd one. Oh man. Maybe you like the kind. Maybe you like feet content. Did we find new category on Twitch? Feet. I mean, I know that's categories on other websites, but didn't know it was going to be a Twitch category. I want to know how the ASMR people are getting away with their stuff. Like full disclosure, and I'm not trying to call anyone out. I'm not into whatever that is. Like I don't ASMR is not my thing. But like all the girls just like licking rubber ear microphones in ASMR right now. You don't get away with it. You just claim it is. You're from the Brush for Hire School of Weirdness and just thought that my feet was part of my chaos. No, my lack of paying attention to my camera is part of my chaos, I guess, so. No bad sounds, no lick. No lick, don't whisper. Okay, wow. I'm sorry, I didn't know I walked into something. Like, when I first learned about ASMR, and I was like, okay, like, you like weird sounds, right? Like the
Whoa,
pulling the
check it
tape
out.
apart sound, or like ripping paper, or stuff like that. Thanks for those bits, Dan and Water. I appreciate it, man. Or person, sorry, not gender pronoun. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Whispers bad, dislike, they are too wet. You get triggered from being able to hear people chew, so that ASMR is like nails on a chalkboard, yeah. Misophonia. Oh my goodness. All I know is Thorns like wandered into ASMR when we were like on Twitch like we were sitting at the table doing other stuff, and she was like looking at other categories on Twitch, and to see what else is out there. I'm like, there's thousands of video games, and then she's like, "What's this ASMR?" I was like, "No!" And she clicked in, and she was like, "What the heck is this?" And I was like skeeved, and she was like teasing me because I was so like, ugh, like shudder. I don't know. It just it definitely doesn't do anything for me. And again, I'm not trying to. If that's your thing, that's your thing. That's cool. It's just one of those things that I don't fully understand or vibe on. Like looking at things but not hearing things. Rhino pottery noises, those are good. Really likes ASMR to fall asleep, and I don't know how they do it. Like I said, like I get some of the other noises, but the Twitch ones, if it was someone in there doing like that noise when you do your comb or something, I've seen that one, like a video of that one. Um, and I'm sure there just like there's other things that are like oddly satisfying sounds. But yeah, all the Twitch ones are let me lick a microphone. You can do like ocean sound type ASMR, but the wet sucking licking stuff. Yeah, it's just weird. Just weird to me. Just weird to me. All right. So we'll fix these two blanks tomorrow, but we can actually turn something. Holy smokes. Turn things? No way. The wood ones will turn the fastest, but if anybody has one of these that they really want to see, turn first, speak up, and we'll try that first. Otherwise, I'll probably just turn the wood ones because they turn the fastest. Although I do have to finish them tonight then. Finishing. I do want to get the shop. I feel like anytime I switch from thing to thing, that I'm always doing so much like resetup of something. And I do want to make sure that I can get my workflow down to not be that. To be where I can jump one day, turning the next day. Well, actually turning and lasering at the same time. Because that's really the ideal scenario. That looks okay. There were bushings there just a moment ago. Super mega mental illness songs. Oh, Selfish album by Will Wood and the Tapeworms. Apparently I should check out what you guys are checking out. Or not. I don't know. Let's see. Spacers. Slimline. Anybody see this? This I'm proud of. Oh, look at the organization there. I can see what they all are. I can take them out. They all have a home, a labeled home. Things like this make me happy. I feel like I should focus on more things like that because they make me happy. And how long do you think that will last, the little containers? Well, considering they were in a bag for, like, I did the little baggies thing and didn't lose any of them for a year before I did this just like 2 months ago. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll last. Don't pop my bubble. Yeah, come on. I'm putting myself out there. All right, let's try one of these simple walnut ones first then. Oh, you know what I didn't? We can chamfer later. That's fine. Try one of these. Wood will turn easiest and kind of get us back into the groove. And this wood is the most normal. Although I do think, based on the angles, that I'm going to have to use a spindle gouge now that I think about it. I think that, because when I come down, if I come down with a skew, right, it's going to be running along that grain. This way would be fine, like this side, that side would be fine, and then this side is potentially an issue for chip out. And like that direction would be fine, this direction would not, and the opposite on the other one. That is the problem with angled grain. So, it's okay, Dig. You didn't really do anything wrong. I think maybe we just feel extra vulnerable tonight. Or deep sea and albatross are trying to protect me or something. Who knows? Because we had vulnerable talks this evening. Wait. All right. So we'll try it with the skew to start. A little low. You were lighthearted, but also you're sharing your music. This is the most vulnerable you'll get here on twitch.com. Oh, lathe, my old friend. Polybius, making a mess. That's right. Welcome in, Polybius. We are making a mess tonight. It's been a while since we've made a mess on the lathe, that's for sure. Ooh, that's a little aggressive of me. Don't be like me. Really just... really burns your butt when you use bottle rockets wrong. Yep, I could see that butts get burned with misuse of bottle rockets. I mean, I don't know where you're putting said bottle rocket, but it does sound concerning. Pun was not intended at first, then realized, then kept. Ooh, pretty. Alright, we still have more to take down. But I think we'll get some good. I realize that even though I'm not generally like a, hey, just turn something out of wood guy, or especially not pens, not just turn a pen out of wood. I usually like to, like, multi-material. I realize that there's probably some more, like, challenging cuts or materials that I could be turning to make it a little more interesting. This is what you call ASMR. There you go. No one on Twitch has seen you IRL, so you're safe for now. I definitely... Yep, here's that chip out I was talking about. So we're gonna have to switch to... we're gonna have to switch to spindle gouges. Because they do a different style of cut than the skew. So... I do need... Let's see... We have to pick a top and a bottom. And this is actually my gauge for the heights that I usually do. And so the top I usually do about there, and then I'll angle down and angle down, and then the bottom will be more uniform. In this case, I'm thinking this should be the bottom and this should be the top. Since this has so much more, it'll keep more of it. And if we can keep this on here, maybe not. Maybe because this is going to disappear, we make this the top, and we take more material off. And we make this the bottom. Yeah, I think so. My mic sounds like the Top Gun mic. Oh, is it like bad now? Is it bad because I turned on the dust collector? Let's see. You feel like it was yesterday? Your perception of time is skewed. Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to tell me if the a little breathy. Can bend the arm away a little bit. Just distort it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need the dust collector. Although it is walnut. Probably should have the dust collector. Or I should put on a dust mask. Speaking of, let's put on a dust mask. Don't forget to wear your dust mask. Don't forget to wear your dust mask. I do have a little bit of a worse adverse reaction to walnut than anything else. It is quite the toxic, so. Hey, Random Tinker, welcome in. Ugh. We are turning pens for the first time in a long while. I could do Xenomorph if I wanted to lock the thing. Did we, lock up here? What the heck is going on? I don't even know what's happening anymore. We could Xenomorph, but maybe we'll save Xenomorph. We'll just do this tonight. And we're a little high now for the Spindle Gouge. Tinker, how did your stream go? I lurked for a little bit right at the start, but I was coming out to the shop, so I didn't really get a chance to watch much. I saw you were pouring some 4th of July blanks, I believe. Hasn't turned pens in years, the time is extending. I haven't turned pens in a long time. So you grab some nice plywood from the side of the road again today. Beach finish, nice. It went okay, got the 4th of July blanks poured and then a pen done. I mean, did it go okay from... Are we saying just stream went okay? I mean, if you were productive, that's the best part in my opinion. Ugh, that's so bad. Cross 50 followers. Woo woo! Everybody, if you're in here and you don't follow Random Tinker, anybody can do a shout out, but Deep Sea with that little sword thing, if you wouldn't give Random Tinker a shout out. If you don't follow Random Tinker, he's a newer streamer, but he's definitely been in the community. Go give him a follow. Check him out. I think if you like watching me, you'll enjoy watching him too. Well, I think we're just gonna risk it with the skew here. Maybe we'll just use the baby skew and take a little more time. Or I should say our version of the baby skew. Usually try to be a little more aggressive because it can take it. But when you have the weird grain shapes, I think that's the challenge. Share. Ooh, pie. Time. Wait a minute. What? Shan gave me a knife. That's right. You think time is like thin jello and is light blue. So, Tinker, was that the last thing that you needed to qualify for affiliate? Like, are you going to get affiliate tomorrow? I need to make sure that I get in there and get my founder's badge. I feel like I like to collect the founder's badges. You need a couple more stream hours? Get to it. Be on again Sunday. Good job. Your affiliate anniversary was today. Wait. I feel. Is it like a 1 year thing? A one. Congratulations, no matter what. I don't know. Is it a 1 year affiliate anniversary? Is it a shorter one? 4 months, you think? What is time? I didn't know we did non-standard units of anniversary timing too now. I don't know if I can keep up with this world. You hit affiliate this February 24th. Started streaming on February 1st. That is not a year. Well, good. If it's important to you, we'll celebrate. Alright, let's actually go sharpen this other one really quick. I don't know. No, OBS bots saying F off tonight. That's par for the course. I'm just going to disappear while I sharpen really quick. OBS bot's supposed to follow over here, but apparently OBS bot is on strike. So OBS bot's going to do what OBS bot wants.
What rolls downstairs, motor and hairs, rolled over your neighbor's dog. What's razor and snack, it sits on your back. It's log, log, log. It's log, log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's log, log. It's better than bad, it's good. Everyone wants a log. You're gonna love it log. Come on and get your log.
SWK, welcome in.
Log from Blammo.
Let's see. One more month to the semi-anniversary, you think? The anniversary, multiple years of the day your mother threatened to call the police on you. Yeah, good night, Tinker. Sorry I was away when you were leaving. The first time you said the B word. Standing Leather, thanks for that lurk. SWK, welcome in. Good evening. We're pretending we're a wood turner again. So. Remember when we used to pretend that we would make things on the lathe out of wood? I do. You used to be Idaho Cowgirl. Okay. I mean, I see you in like Moko's chat and Void's chat. So I wouldn't have known the difference. But welcome in regardless. Oh, Chevy still calls you Idaho? Got it. Well, I will call you TW Leather, or TW, or whatever you want. There's a benefit of being a human being. You get to define what you want to be called. Yep, I can. I'm going to assume that he's not actually ready for bed yet, but should be. Look, everybody, it's Thorns. He's way cooler than I am. Keep asking. Maybe she'll start streaming. We'll see. Even sibling names? Oh, jeez. Oh, you're ready for bed, all right? Mom said you were brushing. So you rushed down here just to be like, I'm ready! Alright, apparently child is ready. That's okay, Deep Sea. I accept that. Alright. I need to go take a break to say go say goodnight to my child. I will be gone for approximately 2 minutos. If you need to leave in that time, or grab yourself a snack. Meaning grab yourself a snack, come back if you want. If you need to leave, thank you for hanging out. But I'll be back. Although the BRB screen doesn't work from over there, so I have to BRB from over here. Let's see. Oh, camera's locked over there. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. I guess we'll walk over there and read chat, catch up on chat then. Let's see, you should be allowed to get my VOD muted by playing copyrighted music during the burbs, you think. We're back to Rude Sea Leviathan. I see. Got it. TW, you have children too. Your youngest wanted you to cut a pancake on stream. I think people would watch it. Children are weird. I agree. And also possibly break your bones or a polar bear. Well, I'm gonna advise against the bone breakages. I can admit to sometimes enjoying dog squishes. 3D Jeff, hello, welcome in. We are turning some pens here on stream tonight. I think we're actually over on. Yeah, we got the right camera on. That's good. You did end up cutting it up for him on stream, I hope. So Jeff, welcome in. So the first pen we're actually turning tonight, even though we are 3 hours in, we were working on blanks. What can I say? All right, what did I do with that mask? You know, safety. Safety's important. Yes, my little, my not so little, I should say. You know, young version. Has been on stream a couple times recently. Honk shoe, honk shoe. All right, so this is looking good. I was probably correct to do this as the top, and now we're just getting close to that bottom. Yes, child is 12. Child is as tall as thorns. Yeah, Dipper age. We are, we'll be watching episodes 19 and 20 tomorrow morning of season 1. So, we're just cranking through. I actually made the comment tonight that even though, so like some of the more recent ones that we just watched in season 1, like the, I had already seen years and years ago. But the show has so much more context when you actually watch it in order. So, you miss woodworking turning? Oh, illegal. You thought kid was like 3'5" for multiple months. Uh, your oldest is 10. He's enjoyed watching. Oh, thank you. Hello. Hello, TW child. I will try to keep it very family friendly. Good thing we got our earlier conversations out of the way here. Funny that the later that we're going, the more family friendly we're becoming. So the house fire 9 years ago, way underinsured, lost basically everything. I'm so sorry. Can't afford to get back into woodworking. Had a Shopsmith Jet Mini lathe. First release back in the day. Made a lot of kit turnings. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Check it out, 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 check it
One
out.
house fire, one
Whoa,
apartment
check it
fire
out.
when I was a kid. So I am familiar with losing all your stuff. Time to say rude words in chat. No family only friendly. Jeff, thank you for those bits. Albatross has had a bad word. Oh, if that was the worst thing my kid ever heard or said. I would consider that a huge win. But then I would also consider him very sheltered. All right, I think the rest we will finish out with some sanding here. Because it's wood, and that's what you get to do with wood. Yeah, no, losing everything in a fire is definitely never fun. I couldn't imagine, yeah, later in life too. That would really stink. Do you, I'm gonna take a gander with the name 3D Jeff. Are you into 3D printing these days? In the cow ranching and construction world, there's plenty of curse words that they hear from other people. There you go. Yeah. It's less about cursing and I think more about like topics of appropriateness. Which can also vary by, you know, parent upbringing, child's, I guess, level of understanding of the world. How do I time myself out? This is going too far. Well, maybe she did need to